Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, often with beach, travel, or hygge themes. I also do a little bit of stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, home decor, and even the very occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And that way you'll find out whenever I post new videos, which is usually at least once a day. Whenever I announce giveaways, there's a couple going on right now. There'll probably be a few more before the end of the month, and there will be a slew of giveaways in the month of December. The notification bell will also let you know when I go live, which is generally on the 8th, but you always want to check out the community tab just to make sure. As always, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. Today is a good day because I get to introduce a new box to the channel. It's not just new to the channel, it is new in general. This is the founding member Travel Treasure Box, and this has been sent to me for review. You guys know I absolutely love travel subscriptions. They are one of the things that kept me sane over the past 2 years. I consider myself an avid traveler. It's a big part of my life in normal years, so it's kind of been put on hold for the past 2 years. Hopefully we'll get back out there very soon, but I love experiencing new cultures and trying different cuisines, so I'm really excited to see what this box has in store. It is $79.95 per quarter plus $8 to $10 in shipping depending on the weight. I believe for this founding member box it was $9.95, so right there in the middle, and she has given me a discount code for you. It's simply Noelle, and that will save you 10% on your first purchase, so definitely check it out. I think it is so fun to get in on a box with their founding box or one of their first few boxes, not only because you kind of get to see how they grow and respond to feedback from reviewers and subscribers, but also a lot of the times you get grandfathered in at some great prices, you get some little bonus gifts, and again, I just think it's a really nice way of supporting a small business. So if you love to travel, consider this to add to the mix of our travel subscription boxes that we open here. Let's go ahead and open up the box itself though, because like I said, I am very excited to see. So inside it says, "Thank you for your support. We're so grateful and excited to welcome you to our community." Kind of has like tropical vibes to me just because of the pretty turquoise blue. It's got this nice ribbon closure and a little sticker that says, "Your adventure awaits." So right on top, she did include like a little card for me. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up and see what it says. So it just has a nice like branded card. It says, "Hi Noelle, thank you so much for reviewing my box on your channel. I have a code Noelle for 10% off your first purchase. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks again and have a great day." And that is again from Charlene. So she has put her heart and soul into this founding members box, you guys. Really excited. I love seeing new subscription boxes get started because it's a tough business. There is like a lot more to it than just getting to pick out fun things. And I think a lot of people have started to realize that there's a lot of like subscription box like groups out there and like, you know, forums and actual like training courses, because a lot goes into it, and that is one of the reasons I'm gonna let the experts take care of it. So right inside, you guys, I am seeing a lot of what I call paperwork. So it looks like we actually got some big full like 8.5 by 11 sheets instead of like a little booklet, so we'll have to see why that is, but it is printed on very nice cardstock. So it says, "Hello friend and welcome. We are so excited to have you as a part of our community. This founding member box is a labor of love. It has been curated to spark that wanderlust in you. It is meant to take you on a journey and inspire you to plan that next getaway. So let the adventure begin." So I'm not sure if this box, it does say it's always going to be themed, if it's an actual destination or if it's different like elements of travel, like the getting ready, or maybe it's like, you know, more beach destinations or more wintry destinations or more cultural experiences. We'll have to see. But it looks like this kind of explains some of the weight of the box. I'm just kind of glancing, but it looks like we have multiple sheets. I think there's like 5 sheets of paper here that do tell us about some of the products that are in there. She's got some nice pictures. There is a founding member gift, which is always kind of exciting. And then it does look like there is a featured destination. The Destination Showcase is what it's called, and it is the Great Lakes state of Michigan. So we are traveling via box to the Mitten. So it looks like we've got a bunch of information. I believe that she is actually a Michigander. This box is based out of Michigan, so that's probably why we started with it. Lots of info, double-sided. So it says, "Michigan, also known as the Wolverine State and the Mitten, is unique in many ways. The state has 2 separate peninsulas separated by the Straits of McKinnick. I have no idea. It says you can travel from Lower Michigan to Upper Michigan using the McKinnick Bridge, which is one of the largest single-span bridges in the world at 5 miles in length. It gives us the top 15 places to visit. And then this is kind of fun. It tells us Michigan by season. So it tells us kind of some things to do in the winter, spring, summer, and fall. So I'll have to keep that on hand. This is a reason it would be nice if this was more of like a little booklet, a little pamphlet that would be easier to kind of keep in my files if I do ever have the opportunity to go visit some of my friends that do live in the mitten. And then we on the final page have the top Michigan local brands. So hopefully there's some items that are actually from Michigan in the box. And I won't bore you with reading directly from this very informative little section of the paper. So let's go ahead. I'll put these cards that tell us about the items off to the side, and then I'll give you one more quick look at the full box before I start tearing it all apart. So this is what it looks like, all very on brand in terms of the color scheme. She's got all matching little bags, which is super duper cute. So let's go ahead and start with the first one, which looks to be a little luggage tag. Oh, I already untied the bow. So here is what that looks like. Let's get a closer look. So very, very cute. Now I don't mind a little bit of script on things like luggage tags, and this one's very pretty. It says, "And so the adventure begins." It's in this really pretty kind of like teal, almost like a forest green, like that, very like flexible faux leather. Here is our little tag that of course you can slide out and then fill out. And then instead of having like a buckle closure, which sometimes those get a little bit worn or they can get caught in machines, she actually sent one of these nice wire metal ones that kind of screw closed, which I actually prefer because one, you can like use it for other things, but two, that's an easy thing to replace and it is not going to come off of your luggage. So that's awesome. So that's kind of a cute item. Now, for example, this is the kind of thing where I think I have learned through opening different travel subscription boxes that I kind of prefer one that's more about the destination that has been selected versus a lot of travel like gadgets and accessories, just because I do travel a lot. So a lot of the times they're kind of repeat items for me, or they're so personal that I really want to be able to pick them out for myself. And like, these are beautiful luggage tags. I do consider myself a little bit of a luggage tag connoisseur because I had to do a lot of research on them and have them made for my wedding favors several years ago. But this is beautiful. It's just, that's one of the things that I kind of feel like I have learned about myself in terms of liking travel subscription boxes. I prefer maybe 1 or 2 travel gadgets or accessories and more of a focus on the destination. So hopefully that's what we get. But let's see what it says about that cute little travel luggage tag. So it doesn't actually say anything, so I feel like maybe that was like a little bonus, which is kind of cool. That's exciting if that's the case. We'll double check maybe at the end and make sure that I didn't miss anything, but let's go with our next little bag, which again, I just untied the bow. So it's looks like it's going to be matching, because in terms of the script at least, but not necessarily in color. So this is, let me open that up. It also says, "And so the adventure begins." It's kind of in this like dusty light blue with this black elastic closure, which is nice. It's kind of padded, so it's like a passport holder, but it's nice because it has a few more little pockets for other like documents and cards. So if you have like a global entry card, you could definitely put that in there, although you're supposed to keep that separate from your passport. Of course, this is the big flap where you put the back edge of your passport in there. I like that it's got this big pocket right here because I'm hoping that will actually fit my vaccine card. I have the big yellow one, and of course I have my new vaccine card, so that's something that you might want to have on hand and protected. If not, it will probably fit in this pocket right here. So I don't usually use a passport holder. I have several of them. A lot of them I've actually gotten from different subscription boxes, but in most part I always just have my passport on its own, because like I don't usually like carry it with me. As soon as I get to wherever I'm staying, I put it in a safe if I can, but I might have to start using it because now we have more travel documents that we do have to travel with these days. And this one is really pretty, but this is an example again where I love the look, and so the adventure begins in gold, but like my luggage isn't necessarily this color blue. So it says, "This is a travel documents organizer with all the documents needed to travel these days. This passport travel document organizer has a place for your passport, baggage claim ticket, global entry card, vaccination card, etc. It also offers RFID blocking and a leather case." So I think it's faux leather though, because yeah, I definitely think it's faux leather. So that's a really nice item. It doesn't look like she has retail values on here, but we'll just kind of keep an eye out and see what we think about the total retail value at the end. So this does seem to kind of match. We've kind of got like a little bit of a blue and green palette going. Those actually do all look very, very nice together. So I'm liking that. I think this is just a travel journal, and I think it's just closed with, like, it feels like a hair tie, but it's actually connected. Again, good to have elastic. So this is really pretty though, this little like gold, because I like that that's there. So it's going to protect the edges from getting kind of bent up by your elastic. So that's a really smart idea. I haven't really seen that on a lot of planners that have that kind of closure. So it is like it's an actual binder so that you can replace the pages. It's kind of like a spiral bound, but I think that is great. It's a 6 ring, so you can probably get replacements. So it does have a reference calendar. It starts with 2020 and goes through 2022. So hopefully you can get replacements for that. And then it just has like note pages. It says the little space for memo number and the date. So you could definitely use this as your travel journal. But you guys, I love that I can tear out the pages. If maybe I like have a lot of information about something that I want to check out, I can just take that out, fold it, put it in my pocket or my wallet. I don't have to take the entire journal with me, and then I can put it back in when I come back to my hotel room for the evening. So that's actually really smart in terms of a travel journal. Probably the like best well thought out one that I've seen so far, and one that I would probably actually use because it can be nice and neat. You don't have to actually tear the pages out, which is preferable. So let's see what it says about this. It says, like most journaling, documenting your travel experiences, those special moments, that amazing restaurant, etc., are a wonderful way to look back at your trip. Also, outlining your itinerary before you leave and listing those must-see places to visit and eat can be helpful. Travel tip, consider adding a phone number and address for the locations for easy reference. So, good idea. I mean, I have to admit that I do a lot of my travel planning digitally now, so if I wanted to, I could probably print some things out and go ahead and put them in there. But, you know, it is important, especially because some of us don't necessarily do the roaming charges when you're traveling internationally. It is nice to have some things written down. So I might actually just like print things out on my paper and kind of glue it in there, or just actually get like a hole punch and put them in there. But still, I like that it is a binder. So that is kind of cool. So as much as I said I don't like travel like accessories, so far she's given us some pretty nice ones. All right, let's see what else we have got. It looks like we have like a postcard. It says, life was meant for family, friends, and great adventures. Enjoy the journey. It just looks like a simple postcard. It is in this nice little sleeve. It says this is an inspirational card. It's a 5x7 quote. It serves as a reminder to always enjoy the journey wherever you are. Be present and grateful for those special moments that come every day. This card can be framed or just placed in a spot where you can read it every day. So that's a cute little inclusion. It wouldn't like be a very high retail value in my personal opinion, but it is included there on the list of items that we received. We do have a little card that's just telling us where to find them on social and how to leave comments. And then let's see what this is, because this looks exciting, you guys. It looks like a sushi rolling mat turned into a little box, does it not? So that is super duper cute. I have to see what this is. I think this might actually be something from Michigan. Hooray! So it is, oh my gosh, this box is so cute, you guys. I opened up the little toggle, and then inside we have some Sanders milk chocolate sea salt caramel. Well, there's one that's blue and one is dark chocolate sea salt caramel. That is adorable, and the fact that they like fit into that little tiny box, I think the box is like my favorite thing. There's actually a few extras in here that didn't fit into the little box, so let's see. She gave us 2, I think, of each flavor. That is exciting because you guys know I do love me a sweet treat inside. And again, it is from a Michigan company. So it says, I have a little treat in this bamboo treasure box for you. Sanders sea salt caramels. Enjoy. As a part of your membership, all future boxers will showcase a specific destination and include something that is local or represents that location. Since this is our founding member box, I chose to include a little something from my hometown. There are many companies that are synonymous with the Detroit area, and Sanders Candy is one of those gems. They have been a part of that area for over 100 years, and its caramels are a top seller. Michigan is a great place to visit if you get the chance. I've highlighted some of my favorite places in my home state in the enclosed insert. So that is a nice treat, but that also tells us a little bit about the box. There's usually probably only going to be like maybe 1 or 2 items from that destination. I usually prefer it to be like like kind of the weighted in the opposite side, like I said, where it's more items from the destination and maybe a couple like travel accessories so that you don't get as much overlap in your own kind of like inventory. But in terms of getting a sweet treat from Michigan, that was a lovely inclusion. Let's see, we also have a nice hefty book. Now this is kind of what was causing the weight of the box, you guys. This is a nice hardcover book. It says The Bucket List, 1000 Adventures Big and Small. That is why the box was so gosh darn heavy. What a gorgeous image. It kind of reminds me of one of my friend's Instagram feeds. And then look how thick that book is, you guys. Well, I guess it has to be for a 1000 destination or adventure bucket list. So for example, I just opened it to Marrakesh, Morocco, which been there. It's going to be one of those like been there things, like been there, haven't been there yet. And of course, I put the emphasis on the yet because hopefully I get to all of these places. I think the last time I counted, I had been to 75 countries. I think usually there's around 200, give or take, depending on current geographic boundaries. But I am very excited to see some more. There is a picture of the wondrous waterfalls at Plivice Lakes in Croatia. I actually just posted on my stories a picture of my husband and I at Plivice Lakes about 4 years ago when we were in Croatia. So I will love looking through that because of course it has gorgeous images. You guys know that I love a hardcover, like kind of coffee table book, and I also love adding to my bucket list. So I'm very excited to check that out. It does look like underneath that she did include a nice pretty aqua colored pen to go along with that travel journal. I don't know if that was like mentioned on there, but that is a nice extra. So let's read a little bit about the book. It says The Bucket List. Each of us have a dream about that someday destination that we want to travel to. No matter what that dream is, the Bucket List books offers you 1000 adventures, both big and small. It's meant to inspire every type of traveler, so grab a cup of coffee or a glass of wine and enjoy. It also makes a great coffee table conversation book. Absolutely, I'm very excited about that book. You guys know I love stuff like that, and I will just really be excited about getting to go somewhere again. Luckily, I have gone to a lot of places that were originally on my bucket list like a long time ago, but again, there's always places I want to revisit. There's always more things to explore in every country, every city. So we finally have one founding member gift. So let's just go over everything that came in the regular box, kind of indicative of what a box would have. So we got the Bucket List book, which is a pretty hefty book, like physically and just in terms of being kind of one of the hero items of the box. We got our travel documents organizer, and we also got the luggage tag, which isn't like listed here. We got our journal and pen, which is very nice. We got our inspirational card, and then for our Michigan treat, we got that cute little bamboo box and then 4 different caramels. And then there is a founding member gift, which came in, of course, a little blue bag. So let me go ahead and open this up. Hopefully I can. Says, we're so grateful for your support of our small business. Traveling is our passion, and sharing our experiences, travel tips, and favorite things with you is what we love to do. We're excited about creating a community together where we can inspire each other, share memories and experiences. Enclosed in this box is a gift from us to you. Oh, these are awesome, you guys. So this is like a travel gadget that is like, for me, it's like packing cubes. Like, you definitely always need one. It is a luggage scale. So yes, and I tend to be, let me know if you're a heavy packer or a light packer. I, for the most part, can get away with a carry-on for like a week. But if it's like a cold weather place where I have to have like a lot of boots and stuff, then I definitely need to do a check-in bag. And especially if you have a lot of places where you're like stuck in airports for several hours at a time, it's nice to just check your luggage and get it there at the end. So this is what it looks like. It just has like a digital scale, and of course you just hook it onto the handle of your bag and then you can see it. And so then you're not surprised when you're standing in line checking your luggage and having them tell you that you need to take some stuff out because it's like 1 to 2 kilos like too heavy. And then that's always like, I have to try to do the conversion in my head. I'm like, what is a kilo? Like, I have such a hard time because, you know, as Americans, we're so stuck on pounds. So it's very nice. It says, having a luggage scale has saved me so much money over the past 3 years, especially when returning home. If you've ever been in an airport checking your luggage and are over by 2 to 5 pounds, and either you will have to pay $100 or take out some things, you will understand. This has been my family on more than one occasion, opening our luggage for all to see, trying to take out enough to get to that 50-pound weight limit. And so about 3 years ago, I purchased the luggage scale and I've never looked back. The scale is accurate too. So yes, this is something that at first when you're trying to pack everything in, you might think, you know, this is something I take with me too. Not only do I use it so that I can make sure that when I get to the airport on the outgoing trip, I don't have to take everything apart. I also like to take it with me because, you know, you always pick up those fantastic souvenirs and everything. So it is nice to not be surprised and have to open everything up and then suddenly you're carrying like all of the heaviest things that were in your check-in bag onto the plane in your arms. That's always like the worst. So that is a very nice founding member gift. So for me, that would have been like the like travel gadget that I would be happy to have be part of a regular travel subscription. So overall, I thought this was really great. It definitely makes sense to me that as like the founding member box that she went ahead and did her own home state and a domestic destination. I'm very curious to see if she's going to do more international destinations because that's kind of like what I love. Although I do need to do like a cross-country road trip one of these days. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. I'd appreciate a thumbs up and I will see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.